Hello everyone. If you are preparing for a boiler interview, then this is the right video for you because in this video we will be discussing some of the most asked boiler interview questions along with their answers. So without any further delay, let's get started. What is the working principle of a boiler? A boiler is a closed vessel that generates steam by subjecting water to a source of heat. The heat source may be a furnace, or a direct flame, or hot gases or vapors. The heated water in the boiler generates steam, which is used to produce power in a steam turbine, or it may be used for heating purposes. What are the different types of boilers? There are 3 different types of boilers. Based on the method of heat transfer, there are 3 types: firebox boiler, water tube boiler, and once-through boiler. Based on the application, there are 3 types: low-pressure boiler, medium-pressure boiler, and high-pressure boiler. Based on the fuel, there are 3 types: oil-fired boiler, gas-fired boiler, and coal-fired boiler. What are the different parts of a boiler? The main parts of a boiler are a furnace, a combustion chamber, a water drum, a steam drum, superheater, economizer, air preheater, and an ID fan. What do you mean by the term firing in a boiler? Firing is the process of burning fuel with excess air in a boiler to produce heat for steam generation. What is the function of a combustion chamber in a boiler? The combustion chamber is a space where fuel is mixed with air and burnt to produce hot flue gases. It may be simple or complex depending on the type of boiler and the fuel used. What is the difference between a water tube boiler and a firebox boiler? In a water tube boiler, water is circulated through tubes, while the products of combustion are free to move in the large open space outside the tubes. In a firebox boiler, water is confined to a large area, and the gases pass through smaller tubes. What is the difference between a low-pressure boiler and a high-pressure boiler? Low-pressure boilers operate at pressures up to 150 psi, whereas high-pressure boilers operate at pressures more than 150 psi. What is meant by the term priming in a boiler? Priming refers to the condition in which the feed water droplets get carried over from the boiler drum along with the steam. This can cause problems such as water hammer and carry under in the steam lines. What is the function of a desuperheater in a boiler? A desuperheater is a device used to reduce the temperature of the superheated steam to a desired level by injecting feed water into the steam. Why do we use an air preheater in a boiler? An air preheater is used to reduce the amount of fuel needed to heat the air to the required temperature for combustion. What is the function of an economizer in a boiler? An economizer is a device that recovers waste heat from flue gases and transfers it to the feed water. What is the purpose of a boiler blowdown? Boiler blowdown is the process of removing a portion of water from the boiler at regular intervals. This is done to remove suspended solids and other impurities that have built up in the boiler water. What are the different types of boiler fuels? Different types of fuels can be used in boilers, such as solid fuels like coal and wood, liquid fuels like oil and gas, and gaseous fuels like natural gas and propane. What is the difference between a single-pass and a multi-pass boiler? In a single-pass boiler, the flue gases pass through the boiler tubes just once, whereas in a multi-pass boiler, the flue gases pass through the tubes multiple times, increasing the heat transfer efficiency. What is the function of a control valve in a boiler? A control valve is used to regulate the flow of steam from the boiler. It helps maintain a constant pressure and temperature in the boiler. What is the function of a safety valve in a boiler? A safety valve is a device that opens when the pressure in the boiler reaches a predetermined level, releasing the pressure to prevent a dangerous explosion. What is the function of a drum in a boiler? The drum is a large vessel that holds water and steam in the boiler system. It is also used to separate the water and steam, allowing them to flow separately through the system. What is the purpose of using a boiler? Boilers are used for various purposes, such as generating steam for heating and power production, providing hot water for domestic and industrial processes, and producing hot air for space heating. What are the different types of boiler controls? Various controls are used in boilers to regulate their operation, such as temperature controllers, pressure controllers, and fuel flow controllers. These controls ensure that the boiler operates safely and efficiently. What is meant by the term load on a boiler? The load on a boiler refers to the amount of heat energy it is required to produce per unit time. The load can vary depending on the demand for steam or hot water. What are some common boiler problems and their solutions? Common boiler problems include low water levels, overheating, and pressure buildup. These issues can be addressed through regular maintenance, proper operation, and addressing underlying causes. That's all for today. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more content. Thank you and have a great day.